Welcome to Caseware QuickVids. This QuickVid will demonstrate the powerful functionality in the do-it-yourself tables feature that you can use to create unique and modifiable table formats. DIY tables, as the feature will be referred to in the rest of this QuickVid, are available in the Notes to the Financial Statements, the Schedules, and Additional Statement Areas sections in both the Firm Knowledge Libraries and the Engagement Financial Statements document. DIY tables were developed to assist users in developing custom tables when they cannot find a format in the libraries to address a specific situation. DIY tables help you customize the look and functionality of a table. Along with the usual menu options available in an existing financials table, the DIY formats include the ability to easily insert and delete columns, specify column type attributes, modify reporting period characteristics, create your own custom calculations, access the case view table and cell property dialogues, customize headings, and apply styles. DIY tables are available in any engagement file and in the firm libraries. Please note, the firm libraries have some additional permissions available for the firm author. When the firm creates tables using DIY, they may limit also the amount of customization that is available in the tables for the end user. On screen right now is a 5-column bank indebtedness note. Due to the nature of this note, it has been created using DIY tables. Navigating to additional statement area, notice a very simple 4-column consolidated statement of income. This table is also created using DIY tables. The QuickVid will walk through the steps used to create this particular table. The example demonstrated here will display the basics of the DIY tables functionality and features. However, the combinations that can be created are near limitless. The new table will be created using the additional statement 2 area. In this consolidated example, the parent company will be referred to as holding company, and the subsidiary company will be referred to as trading company. To insert the table, from the template menu, select Document, Insert, Additional Statement Area 2. In the Knowledge Library Index, select the radio button for Do-It-Yourself Statement. Select OK. Whether inserting a DIY table in the Notes, Schedules, or Additional Statement Areas, the starting point will be identical. When inserted, the table is locked from editing. To edit the table, right-click on the table and select Edit Do-It-Yourself Table. Notice the cell attributes are enabled. There are 4 cells above each of the numerical columns. This QuickVid has enabled certain rounding and currency options in the Financial Statement Options document to populate these cells. The topmost cells will display quarterly dates if you are producing a quarterly DIY table. In this particular statement, we require 4 numeric columns, 2 for each parent and consolidated column. New columns will always add to the left of the current cursor placement. Right-click on the prior year column and select Modify Table. Notice the options to add a new column, delete a column, and edit a column. Select New Column. The column calculation dialog opens. Here you will use the radio buttons and drop-down menus to customize the calculation for the specific column. The calculation dialog is used to define the calculation type of the column, the reporting period of the column, and the sign and balances options. Please select the Help button for additional details on all the options accessible in the dialog. In this example, we will define the new column to be the prior year data of holding company. Select Consolidated from the Entity drop-down. For the reporting period, select Prior Year. In this simple example, no other options need to be changed. Select OK. Notice a new column has been added. The next column inserted will be the Current Year Trading Company column. Right-click on the prior year column and again select Modify Table and select New Column. Once again, change the entity to Consolidated and leave the reporting period as is. Select OK. There are now 4 columns in the table. Due to the level of sophistication users are allowed to impose on a custom table, the DIY table feature will not respond to column display and ordering settings made through the Financial Statement Options document. The DIY options selected will always override any options selected in the Financial Statement Options document. When working in the knowledge libraries, it is important to keep this in mind and create additional formats to achieve different appearances. This particular statement table also requires two header lines. In the header section, right-click, select Table, and select New Header Line. In this example, only one header line is required. Select OK. Please note, new headers always insert below the cursor placement. In this example, the heading titles, Trading and Consolidated, need to appear above the date cells. Delete the unnecessary paragraph markers from the lower header. Highlight the current year header cells and drag and drop the cells to the two current year columns. Repeat for the prior year columns. Delete all the cells and paragraph markers from the top header line. This statement requires another heading, each representing 2 years. To merge columns in the header, right-click on the header of the holding column to be merged. Select the appropriate Merge Left or Merge Right option. Repeat this for the trading company. You can now add a description to the columns. There are several methods to create the holding company and trading company name headers. It could be as simple as an input cell, or in this case, we will add a case view cell calculation. Create a new cell by selecting Ctrl L on the keyboard, use the default cell ID, and select OK. Set the cell type to be alphanumeric. In the calculation properties in this example, the entity description calculation will be used citing the cell argument from the entity drop-downs above. Using the calculation, notice the calculated value is the holding company. Select OK. Creating another new cell for the trading company, using similar calculation, we can dynamically link the trading company's description to the selection made in the consolidated drop-down within the table. Select OK. For details on creating case view cells and calculations, see the case view help. Notice, holding company appears above both columns. Using the consolidation drop-down, select trading company for the third and fourth columns. Once selected, the heading trading company appears correctly due to the cell calculation previously created. Assign holding company to the first and second columns. With the table and columns and headers built, the line items can be assigned. Using the mapping browse to select total revenue to appear as the first line. On the next line, cost of goods sold is selected. A subtotal is now created, and we have the beginnings of a consolidated statement of income. Once a table is completed, right-click on the table and uncheck Do-It-Yourself Table. This is a very quick demonstration of DIY tables. It is imperative to read the entire help section on DIY tables. This will provide guidance on many aspects of DIY tables, including roll forward options and managing styles. Do-It-Yourself tables provide you with the powerful option to create an unlimited number of unique schedules, notes, and table statements. This enhanced table flexibility will greatly increase your firm's ability to provide additional formats for your users and increase the efficiencies in your financial statement preparation. That concludes the quick vid on Do-It-Yourself tables. Thank you for watching Caseware Quick Vids.